Good morning. Welcome to Unity Imran's meditation. For the next 20 minutes, just release any attachment to the day. Feel your seat. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. And just be in the moment and listen as you fall into the silence. Thank you for joining me this morning. Service will start in 10 minutes.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Lee and Jeremy Lieber on the bass. It's a bass? It's a bass guitar? Bass and on piano. Oh, good morning, everybody. So like a week ago, I sent out an e-blast that said, fall is here. And I was clearly lying. Because summer has returned. So welcome, everyone. I'm Rev DeeAnn Morency. I'm the senior minister here at Unity in Marin on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's been a rough week, yes? Particularly yesterday. And so it's in these moments that it's even more important that we come together in spiritual community. It's precisely in these moments that we're being invited to reach down and reach in and do our own personal work so that that can reverberate throughout the planet. And when you look at divisiveness that has been plaguing that area in the Middle East for decades, eons, right? Just a long time. There's that part of me personally that feels like, oh, this feels intractable. And the truth is that it's not. The truth is that it's not. The truth is that we're being invited within ourselves to be an agent of peace. So what I immediately did was sit with myself and say, what parts of me are at war with each other? What parts of me are battling each other for dominance, for control? Anybody in here relate to that inner struggle? And as long as that's alive within me, it is alive in the world. Where do I other others, right? Where do I feel as if I am othered? And what does that do inside of me? So our principles of truth, our principles of love, our principles of eternal, infinite peace, this is what we are called to stand in even more firmly when it feels as if the world around us is just in utter and total chaos. So if you're here with me in person, welcome. If you are watching on the live stream, we're so glad that you're here with us as well. This community is anchored in love. That's its founding understanding, and it's anchored in healing. We're a healing tradition. And so the invitation for all of us, I believe, is that we need to understand that we are actually powerful enough to heal the world. That is within our capacity. But we can't do it if we're willing to just stay the same and sit in what we already know. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So welcome. Woohoo! I'm going to invite Carolyn up. We have a community song that she wrote, which is truly beautiful. And the invitation is just to allow this song to bring you into center, to bring you into that space at the very core of your being.
And we do that by starting with the breath. So take a big, big, big belly breath all the way down, not into your chest, but into your belly. Take a couple of those deep breaths. And then we'll sing this together. Breathing in, breathing out. Let the breath of life flow through me. Love is here, love is now. I am breathing love. Breathing in, breathing out. Let the breath of life flow through me. Joy is here, joy is now. out. Let the breath of life flow through me. Peace is here, peace is now. I am breathing peace. Now let's take a few moments just to bring in that breath, and whatever is calling to your heart to bring in with each breath, may it be so. In peace. Breathing in, breathing out. Let the breath of life flow through me. Peace is here, peace is now. I am breathing peace. Love is here, love is now. I am breathing love. Joy is here, joy is now. I am breathing joy. Peace is here, peace is now. I am breathing peace.
The invitation is to stay in this space, this open space. As we enter into the prayer field, I'd like to invite the prayer chaplains to rise. Ellie Staples, who was our prayer chaplain of the day, to come forward with the prayer box. The invitation is to encircle this community. I invite anyone who is anchoring truth, love, light for this community, for the world. I invite you to rise and to join those who are circling this community. And so we breathe that peace. We breathe that love. We breathe as peace. We breathe as love. For there is only one life, one breath, one beingness. And I am not separate from it, and you are not separate from it. And whatever is happening in the Gaza is not separate from this. We call in Afghanistan. We just breathe into these spaces, these places that feel raw and wounded. We breathe into those spaces, those places within ourselves that feel raw and wounded, depleted, tired. And the invitation is to take that and just lay it down for a moment. Lay your burdens down. Lay them upon the truth of life itself. That one power, that one presence, that one beingness that has no opposite. And just allow that to grow in your awareness. Seeing and knowing the wholeness that is the truth of life itself, the peace that is nearer than our breath, the peace that passes all understanding. I know that as we anchor this within ourselves, it is everywhere present. It is everywhere accessible. I know that in those places within our own life that feel intractable, that there is spaciousness, that there is possibility. And so I bless the strength and the courage that we each have to meet what is arising in time and space, whatever conditions, whatever hardships. We meet them with love. We meet them with the truth of our being. We meet them with compassion. We meet them as grace. There is nothing more powerful than the truth of who we each are, the truth that is love. Allow that in your bones to be the truth for yourself, the truth for this community, and seeing that expanding outward around the globe. How good it is to take this moment and to realign and to recenter and to know that in that space, that place, that realignment is everywhere present. Peace is, joy is, love is. And in agreement, we all say, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Tom McCullough to come forward with our inspirational reading for today.
Good morning. Now our time for inspirational reading. I'll be reading from Liberation from All Obstructions from the Longing in Between. So let these words become part of your morning reflection, your meditation, and your prayer. And I invite you in this moment to take a deep breath and to pause, to close your eyes if you wish, to relax and rest in this moment. I invite you to let these words by Hogan Bays become your words. I will read the poem twice, so really let it sink in. The affirmation for today is, being with what is, I respond to what is. In the presence of Sangha, in the light of Dharma, in oneness with Buddha, may my path to complete enlightenment benefit everyone. In this passing moment, karma ripens, and all things come to be. I vow to choose what is. If there is cost, I choose to pay. If there is need, I choose to give. If there is pain, I choose to feel. If there is sorrow, I choose to grieve. When burning, I choose heat. When calm, I choose peace. When starving, I choose hunger. When happy, I choose joy. Whom I encounter, I choose to meet. What I shoulder, I choose to bear. When it is my death, I choose to die. Where this takes me, I choose to go. Being with what is, I respond to what is. The affirmation for today, being with what is, I respond to what is. In the presence of Sangha, in the light of Dharma, in oneness with Buddha, may my path to complete enlightenment benefit everyone. In this passing moment, karma ripens, and all things come to be. I vow to choose what is. If there is cost, I choose to pay. If there is need, I choose to give. If there is pain, I choose to feel. If there is sorrow, I choose to grieve. When burning, I choose heat. When calm, I choose peace. When starving, I choose hunger. When happy, I choose joy. Whom I encounter, I choose to meet. What I shoulder, I choose to bear. When it is my death, I choose to die. Where this takes me, I choose to go. Being with what is, I respond to what is. Please know this with me, the affirmation for today. Being with what is, I respond to what is.
Good morning, Unity and Moren. Good morning. We're so somber. So not my personality, like my outfit. I'm President Barbie today. All right. So we are all part of the welcome team today, and so we encourage you and invite you to join us in our courtyard, which is just outside these doors. And you can partake in our potluck hospitality. That's also where Rev DeeAnn will be standing if you wish to speak with her after service today. And for our first-time guests, we have a gift for you, so make sure you say hello to Rev DeeAnn. And our board table is just beyond the alcove, so please exit this way and enjoy each other's company in the courtyard. We have a way for you to connect with our community by text. You dial the number 415-991-7111 and you text the word welcome, and DeeAnn will respond to you promptly. I promise. She will. If she won't, I will. And then we have another way that you can connect with us for those who are here in the sanctuary. We have our bulletin with a tear out. You can place your name and phone number and your prayer request, and you can place it in our baskets when offertory time comes, and someone will connect with you there. And for those who are online, there should be a button there for you to also connect with us. Our flower sponsorship today is Christine Morgan for our wonderful friend Colleen Porter. Yeah. So Colleen, if you're listening, we haven't seen you in a while, but we send you much love. The flowers were arranged by Sarah Gaspari. They're beautiful. They compliment me well. And then the flower sponsorship is by Melissa Masters for her two dedicated staff members, Suzanne Martone and Cindy Hall, who've dedicated many years to the family and youth. So, well, they're here. They're probably with the kids. Yeah, they're probably with the kids. If you would like to sponsor flower or hospitality, we want you to see Charcel out in the courtyard and sign up for, dedicated to whoever you wish that you want to honor. At Unity, we do have a vision and core values. Please know our vision and core values with me. A world spiritually awakened and transformed through realizing our divine potential. We value connectivity, inclusivity, and authenticity. And we will be highlighting connectivity this morning. So please say this with me. Living in an awareness of unity with all. We open to divine inspiration and actively engage with spirit. We honor the divinity of all through loving service. We enjoy and appreciate having fun together. Thank you, and at this time I'll invite DeeAnn.
So each week we focus on spotlighting sacred service. And so today we're going to spotlight everyone who participates in our potluck hospitality. So if you've participated in our potluck hospitality, please stand up. And let's give these people some love. And as you look around, you can say to yourself, maybe I could stand up next time. Maybe I can be one of those people who brings yummy, yummy gifts and food for everyone every Sunday, right? You don't have to bring it every Sunday, but just bring something, right? Every once in a while. That's how we keep each other happy. We are going to be celebrating Dia de los Muertos on October 29th. It's a really beautiful ceremony that we do, so you're going to be invited to bring photos of your loved ones you would like to honor and remember to the service. And we're going to have ofrendas set up throughout the sanctuary. And what we are looking for are some volunteers to join the ofrenda team. So on Saturday, October 28th at 11 a.m., that team is going to meet here in the sanctuary and going to help set up what the ofrendas are going to be. So if you're interested in joining on that Saturday, we're also doing the pet blessing that morning. So if you wanted to come and do the pet blessing and stick around and then come and do the ofrenda, that absolutely can work. And please sign up in the courtyard. There's a sign-up sheet, or you can always email Dory if you're watching online, and she will get that information to you. So I'm now going to invite, can we give everybody Sharon Henderson as our inspiration today? With her husband, Lee. And I'm going to turn it over to her.
Such a blessing to be back in service with you again. Thank you so much for having us.
Yay.
We so enjoy coming here. One of our favorite places. In my pain, there inside my weakness is the seed of something greater in me, and the shame of not choosing higher, and all the disappointing moments fade into God, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no choice, a prisoner of anguish in a jail of I'm so lonely, a jail of all is lost, but the stars are shining to remind us the seed will need the darkness to change into new life, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. Yeah. gravity that holds me together. In God is the orbit in which I am spinning. I see the stars, and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds me together. In God is the orbit in which I am spinning. I see the stars, and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. God is my life. In God is such excellence. All the ways that we seem to fail, in God they all fade. It all fades into God, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail, in God they all fade. It all fades into God. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, ooh, into God.
Sharon Henderson. It's one of my favorite Ricky Byers songs. Anybody feel like that? And need to be reminded? Remember to remember? So we're in week 4 of the book study of this incredible poetry anthology, The Longing in Between. And this week, he's titled this section of the book, Only the Mountain Remains. It's exactly what Sharon was singing to. Only the mountain remains. It all fades into God. It all fades into the truth of beingness. Whew. That's really hard sometimes, isn't it? At least it is for me. So this is one of the poems that's in this section. A flock of birds flies up, then disappears. One last cloud also drifts into emptiness. The mountain and I gaze at each other, untiring, until only the mountain remains. So Ivan Granger talks about how the flock of birds are all of our thoughts. All of those thoughts. Do you ever feel like that when you sit to meditate? Forget it. Not even when you just sit to meditate. When you sit down to try to do anything and your brain is just and all those birds are just flying around, circling and swooping. And even when they do disappear, there's always that cloud. And then he says that eventually disappears, but then we're still stuck with our identity, our humanness, gazing at our divinity, until only the mountain remains. Granger says, the mountain is that which is eternal, fixed, rooted in the earth while touching the heavens. The mountain is often recognized as our true self, the only self, which is eternal. We would call that the I am. That which is right here and now in time and in space, and we are also touching the heavens. We are that bridge, that space, that place that is divinely human. A flock of birds flies up, then disappears. One last cloud also drifts into emptiness. The mountain and I gaze at each other, untiring, until only the mountain remains. You can resist your divine identity, but it cannot defeat the divinity that you actually are. Angelus Silius says this another way. He said, God, whose love and joy are present everywhere, can't come to visit you unless you aren't there. I love this because it feels like Dr. Seuss, right? God, whose love and joy are present everywhere, can't come to visit you unless you aren't there. The you, small you. Small you. Rumi says, try and be a sheet of paper with nothing on it. Be a spot of ground where nothing is growing, where something might be planted, a seed, possibly from the absolute. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could just, how you can delete everything on a computer screen and just have a blank screen? Wouldn't it be nice if we could just go in and go, zoop, and be that plain piece of paper? That open, available space for something that is nothing that we can actually imagine to arise and become palpably present. And what's happened in the world, what's always happening in the world. It's just that we now have technology that allows us to know what's happening in the world. We have a mandate to be this blank piece of paper. Those of us who are in the spiritual understanding of the truth of who we are, it is a mandate to stand in that. Because this world needs that. What if the Middle East was a blank piece of paper? Where the seeds of the absolute could be planted. This is what we're being invited to imagine and understand, using our power of imagination, using our power of will, using our power of spiritual understanding, to be able to stand in a place where the seeming impossible peace in the Middle East is actually already there. Because it is a possibility in the realm of the absolute. It is there. But it needs that space to grow. And just like in your own lives, everything that you are seeking is already there, but are you making space for it? So our sense of self, that small you, right? We're so attached to it. And it's arising from our thoughts and our beliefs and our emotions. And we create meaning to give life meaning. We create meaning all the time. I like to say that we're meaning-making machines. We are creating meaning always because we are trying to give life meaning. We are trying to make sense of something. Our humanness needs everything to line up just so. The question really is it actually true? All the meaning that you're making, is it actually true? Because what happens is when we're not a blank piece of paper, and we already have all those paragraphs, we already have all that narrative, we already have that story, what happens is we don't step into the realm of possibility, we just continue the narrative. We just continue doing exactly, anybody feel like you're on a treadmill? You just keep coming right back around? Again and again and again, and you're like, wow, I am here again. So, Byron Katie has this really incredible process. And what she talks about is that she doesn't let go of her concepts or her thoughts, right? She's like, you can't let go of them. You can't just say, okay, be gone. Anybody in here have that actually work for them? I'm not going to think that anymore. And what actually happens is you think it even more. She says, I don't let go of concepts. I question them. And then they let go of me. There's a gentle way for us to engage in transformation that does not mean that we have to beat ourselves up, that we have to make ourselves wrong. Remember all those mistakes, all the ways that we think we failed, it all fades into God. So can we actually engage with ourselves from that understanding, our divinely human understanding? So she has a process called loving what is. Right? Loving what is. And I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but we're going to go over it because we all forget it. So the first thing we ask ourselves in loving what is it true? Is it true? Whatever you're feeling. So this week, I was feeling overwhelmed, right? I was overwhelmed. And what was coming up for me is, I don't have enough capacity. I don't have enough capacity. I don't have enough skill. I don't have enough wisdom. I don't have enough of any of this to be able to navigate what's arising right now. The question is it true? Well, it sure feels true. The next question is, can you absolutely know it's true? All right, no, maybe it's not absolutely true. Maybe I have done enough work to be able to acknowledge that this is something that's just arising for me right now, but it sure feels real. But okay, I can say it's not absolutely true. And even if you do say it's absolutely true, because I've had those moments too, no, this is absolutely true. It takes you to the next question, which is, how do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? So when I believe the thought that I don't have enough wisdom, I don't have enough capacity, I don't have enough, well, it makes me feel about this small. It makes me feel tired. It makes me feel drained. It makes me want to curl up in a ball in my bed. Anybody ever feel like that? With a really trashy novel. So I can completely leave this sense of reality that I'm in right now. Enter some other alternate reality, right? So we acknowledge what's actually happening when I have that thought. And then the real question, who would you be without that thought? And this is where, for me, our divine qualities come in. Who would I be without that thought? Well, I actually would be wisdom if I didn't have that thought. I actually would be strong if I didn't have that thought. I actually would have compassion and spiritual understanding if I didn't have that thought. And then she does this final thing where you turn the thought around. What is its opposite? So if I'm thinking I don't have enough wisdom, I don't have enough capacity, I turn it around and I say, I have enough wisdom. I have enough capacity. I have enough strength. If I feel as if you, as the community of Unity in Marin, are going to think that I don't have enough capacity or enough wisdom or enough strength, I turn that around and I say, the community of Unity in Marin has wisdom. The community of Unity in Marin has strength. The community at Unity in Marin has capacity. Can you feel how by interacting with that thought, not pretending it's not there? I really want to be clear. There's so much spiritual bypass in new thought. There are so many ways that we say, oh, that's an uncomfortable feeling, so I'm just going to shove it in the corner. It's all good. It's all good, and I've shared how that's code for my life has gone to hell. right? We don't ignore the challenging places in our life. We meet them, because when we actually question them, they lose their power. They lose their hold over who we think we are. And then I took that into prayer. Remembering to remember, I am strength, I am compassion, I am courage, I am clarity, and I am not alone. It's not all on me. I had a very wise healer say to me with my plantar fasciitis, say to me, "You are carrying the whole world on your shoulders. No wonder your feet hurt." And I was like, oh, that is so on the nose. What are you carrying around that actually isn't yours to carry? That actually isn't yours. So Byron Katie says, there is no what should be. There is only what is, just the way it is right now. She says, I am a lover of what is. Not because I am a spiritual person, but because it hurts when I argue with reality. So my question to you is, how are you arguing with reality? How can only the mountain remain? How can you let go of all those places where you are trying to force reality into this tiny little box that will make you feel more comfortable, when actually the uncomfortableness that you're feeling is there so that you can spiritually grow? And if you keep saying no to that, it's just going to keep coming back at you. It's going to keep showing up. Anybody experience that? Again and again until you master something. And what we're seeking to master is the fact that we actually are the mountain. Is it true? Those thoughts come up. Is it true? Is it absolutely true? How do I react when I'm believing that thought? What actually happens to me? And who would I be without that thought? How do I turn that around? Because in the turnaround is the truth, is the healing. Can you feel that? Reverend Michael says, there is that which you are that has never been hurt, harmed, or endangered. We forget that all the time. We forget that there is a space that we are, an understanding that we are that is inviolate. It cannot be hurt or harmed because it is the divinity that is the realm of the absolute. If you actually knew that you could not truly be hurt, harmed, or endangered, how would you live your life? How would you show up? What thoughts would you give yourself freedom to let go of? Liberation from all obstacles. I just love the title of the poem, right? This is what Tom read during the inspirational reading. This is not a teaching where we only choose the good. This is a teaching where we live into life fully, and that means all of it. And as we live into all of it, we are being invited to understand something about ourselves. And the practice that we are being invited into is to choose what is, not what we wish it could be. If there is need, if there is cost, I choose to pay. That's a big one. How many places are you trying to weasel out of what the actual cost is for something? If there is need, I choose to give. How are you not giving to the need that you actually are seeing in the world? If there is pain, I choose to feel. How are you shutting yourself off because you think you need to keep yourself safe? If there is sorrow, I choose to grieve. We cannot pretend that we are not impacted emotionally by what is happening in this world. When burning, I choose heat. Can you choose anything else in that moment, actually? You can't. So embrace the what is. When calm, I choose peace. When starving, I choose hunger. When happy, I choose joy. Whom I encounter, I choose to meet. This is our connectivity right here. Whoever you encounter, are you choosing to meet them, truly meet them? What I shoulder, I choose to bear. This is all about victim consciousness. Where are you blaming other people that they gave that to you? I can own up that my sense that I'm responsible for the entire world, that's on me. That's not on anybody else. That's on me. When it is my death, I choose to die. We are talking about big D death and little d death. When it is my death, when the thing that I think I am, when it is needing to die, I choose to let it die. Where this takes me, I choose to go. The invitation to what is opening up within you. Are you stepping into the evolution of your consciousness? Being with what is, I respond to what is. Notice how it doesn't say I react to what is, because that's what we tend to do. I respond to what is. I have been waking up with pain on and off now for 4 months in my foot. And there is no other choice for me but to be with what is. It is what it is. And I can hold prayer, I can see healing, I can know the truth of my body temple, and I cannot ignore what is actually happening. I am paying attention because in that pain, there is something I am being invited to understand. That is truth. I've been in this pain for 3 months, and then it took 3 months for me to go to a healer who said to me, you're carrying, something I needed to understand about how I was moving through the world, about a thought and belief I had about myself. Is it true? Is it absolutely true? How do I feel when I have that thought? And what would it feel like to not have it? And all that comes when I think that is freedom. Freedom, lightness, possibility, strength, movement, flow. That's what comes when I think about not having that thought. So we're going to take this into our time of meditation, and I'm going to invite each of us, we're going to work the process, right? We're going to work the loving what is process. So take a breath. We're anchoring the mountain that we are. We're anchoring that truth of who we are that is big enough and wide enough and deep enough and strong enough to hold absolutely everything. There is nothing too big. There is nothing too shameful. There is nothing too permanent. There is nothing greater than this truth of the love that we are, of the grace that we are, of the beauty that we actually are. And so as we anchor this space, we just invite a thought that seems to be disrupting that awareness of peace, that awareness of our power and our presence, that awareness of our divine identity. What is arising that is seeking to be healed right now? What do you believe about yourself? What concept, what idea do you hold? And then just ask yourself gently, 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 is it true? Is it absolutely true? And as you sit with that thought, that belief, that concept, that idea, just ask yourself, how does that thought make me feel? How does it impact me? And just acknowledge that suffering, that pain, that emptiness, just acknowledging it. And then just invite the divine idea of who you would be without that thought. Who would you be without that thought? What's possible without that thought? Is there a divine quality that is speaking? And just allow that possibility to settle into your bones, into your beingness. And can you turn around that original thought? Can you flip it around? Can you allow yourself to believe the truth of your identity? So let's take a moment and rest in the silence with that I amness. And just continue to allow it to inform who you truly are. To rest and be still. How good it is to realign with the truth of our being. To allow ourselves to transform those limiting beliefs and ideas into something that is transformative and healing and freeing. Allowing ourselves to love what is. And so it is. Amen. So today's affirmation, being with what is, I respond to what is. Can we please know this together? Being with what is, I respond to what is. And so it is. Sharon, come on up.
That mountain in us, we speak to it because it will not move. It is the rock of our lives. It is the divinity in each and every one of us. Why would I worry when giants come calling my name? My God is so much bigger than troubles I face. Why would I hunger for power, riches, or fame? Oh, my God is so much better than all of these things. And I won't be shaken, I won't be moved. God in me is faithful, the promise is true. So I speak to my mountain, no, you just won't move. My God is bigger, better, stronger, greater as you. My fears are scattered, 'cause they know the battle is done. Come on, church. Oh, my God is stronger, the victory's already won. God within me, the mountain of all of my faith. Oh, the solid rock, divinity, fear can't erase. No, I won't be shaken, and I won't be moved. God in me is faithful, the promise is true. So I speak to my mountain, no, you won't be moved. My God is bigger, better, stronger, greater as you. There's no mountain too high, no valley too low. There's no fear that I have that's not already known. There's no problem too big for the good that's within. There is nothing for it that's impossible. There is mountain too high, there's no valley too low. There's no fear that I have that's not already known. For the problem too big for the God that's within. There's just nothing that it is impossible. No, I won't be shaken, and I won't be moved. God in me is faithful, the promise is true. So I speak to my mountain, no, My God is bigger, better, stronger, greater, 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 bigger, better, stronger, greater as you. Yes, yes.
That was awesome. Let's show them some more love. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Wow, that's awesome. Well, this is the time of a period in our service where it's the giving and receiving. I will be asking the ushers to come forward in just a couple of minutes. And while they prepare for that, I will share with you how you can give to our community. We have a QR code. You can go online, unitymarin.org, to donate. You can go use our Church Center app. A lot of you know how to use that now on your phone. You can text any amount to 84321. There's a giving envelope in your bulletin if you're here at Unity currently. You can go to the board table and use your credit card. You can call in using extension 102, or you can mail it to us here in Novato, 600 Palm Drive. Okay, that was a lot. Lots of ways to give. All right, so let's invite Sharon Henderson and the band up one more time, and the ushers, please come forward.
My God is awesome. God can move mountains, keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. My God is awesome, heals me when I'm broken, strength where I've been weak, and takes away the pain. My God is awesome. God can move mountains, keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. My God is awesome, heals me when I'm broken, strength where I've been weak, and takes away the pain. My God is awesome. Come on, church. Awesome. 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 My God is awesome. 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 God's mighty, God's mighty, God's mighty, God's mighty, God is awesome. Oh, awesome. Oh, we're holy, so holy, so holy. Awesome, awesome. Provider, 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 awesome, some.
Thank you. That was awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to be sharing with you, there's lots of things going on here at Unity in Marin, and I hope you partake in all of them. One of them being the Gratitude Ball, dinner and dancing to celebrate our gratitude. Tickets are $150. So it will be held at the Spinnaker Restaurant in Sausalito. This is open to everyone in the entire world. It does not just, you can invite whoever. You don't have to be a member here at Unity. We just want to get together and have a good time. Also, we are looking for volunteers to be on the committee to help with organizing, marketing, and decorating. You also, for those who can give a little more, you can purchase an extra ticket for $150, which would allow members who can pay $75 each to go. So feel free to donate, give a little more if you so choose. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to see people dancing, because I don't dance in public. Okay, so here we go. We have a brand new book by our own Rev DeeAnn. Yeah. The books are available in the bookstore. Did you want to say something about that? Of course you do.
When she was singing God is Awesome, I kept thinking, I am awesome. I am awesome. So just so you're aware, the book is completely sold out at Unity right now. Yeah, they're doing a second printing. So the 13 books that are in our bookstore are like the last 13 books that are going to be available for at least a couple of weeks, if not a little longer, just to let you know, okay? And if anybody bought a book last week and they want me to sign it, just bring it to me. I'm happy to sign anybody's books.
Hey. Christine, save me a book. Christine from the bookstore. All right, here we go. We have 2 concerts here happening. Friday concert is with Stephen Halperin, and that is on October 13th at 7:45. Friday. What did I say?
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Oh, it's this Friday. Oh my God, it's this Friday. And nothing will happen to you. It's a good night to come. Just saying. Wednesday, we have a concert on October 25th with Bodie, yes, Bodie. So yes, there's lots of wonderful music events here. We have Women's Drum Circle with Barbara Borden and friends on October 18th. There is lots going on. Did I tell you? There's lots going on. There's a flyer in your bulletin. It's titled Aging as a Spiritual Practice. This is an outside group. It's not connected with us, but they are providing this opportunity to explore aging, which I will never do. On Thursdays from 7 to 9, in order to register for this class, you must go to their website. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Say yes, Debbie. That was this side. Yes. Thank you. Okay, there you go. My hearing is excellent. Marin County is celebrating Pride Day at Stratford Lake on Sunday, October 22nd from 12 to 4. We will have a table there, so come by and say hello to whoever's standing behind the table, which are volunteers from the community, this community. And as Reverend DeeAnn said earlier, we are having an animal blessing, so I will bring Peaches. Yes, I own a dog. She doesn't run away, so it's great. Saturday, October 8th, starting at 10, so bring your 28th. So bring your, flurries or non-flurries or reptiles or whatever. Those things. On a leash, please. On a leash. Bring your lizard on a leash. Bring your turtle on a leash. Okay. Will all the prayer chaplains please rise? Oh, we are fully stocked today. These are members of your community that are making themselves available to you after service today. Please, be with them. If you're needing prayer today, share whatever's on your heart, whether it's positive, negative, they will hold it in complete confidence, and we are so grateful to you. Thank you so much. And now we'll have the children come in with Melissa Masters. Oh, what's happening here? That is so cool.
Today. And I just want to honor, I know the flower sponsors was for Suzanne Martone and Cindy Hall, who have been part of the Suzanne Martone has been with us since 2017.
Oh.
She has been part of our dedicated staff, and she's, comes from a professional teaching background. And I'm so honored to have her skills and her support and her ideas, so it's great. And Cindy Hall has been with our YOU program for, I don't know how many years, 2014, 2015?
No.
Well, we don't have any teens right now. These kids are growing up just as fast as they can, just ask their parents. And I can't wait to have some teens. So grandchildren, invite your grandchildren if they're teens. We have a great regional program. And so please tell the teens.
Yeah. And right now the rallies that have usually been historically just for the teenagers are now open to preteens. So Marissa went to one of the rallies, and Faith went, so we're starting to do that too. So thank you all, and now we'll do a blessing for these beautiful children. What is the what? Oh, I'm not sure.
It looks like a shortstop or a catcher, dragon.
Nonverbal animal. And this is a lion. Oh, they're both lions.
They're both lions.
Both lions.
I love it.
Can we hear a roar? That was a baby roar. All right, let's bless these beautiful children.
So extend your hands, your hearts. These are for the children of the world, the children that are here, and the children that we all are. And we say together, you are the perfect expression of divine light. We love you exactly the way you are.
And let's say our prayer of protection. The light
of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God.
The
presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. And let's sing our community song.
We are one, we are in unity, we are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful, everyone is welcome here. We spread our love love into the world. We are one, we are in unity. We are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful, everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one in unity. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are in unity. We are a loving, inclusive community. We are grateful, everyone is welcome here. We spread our love into the world. We spread our joy into the world. We spread our light into the world. We spread our love into the world.
Happy Sunday, everybody!